Hi, everyone, welcome to the Old Coins Explorer. Here we are exploring the hidden secrets about old and valuable coins. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered about its story? Not just how much it's worth, but the secrets it holds, the hands it's passed through, and the silent legacy it carries? Today, we're diving into the British 50 pence coin, not just as a piece of money, but as a cultural symbol, a collectible, and a tiny time capsule that has fascinated people for decades. The British 50p coin is not your typical round coin. It stands out instantly thanks to its unique seven-sided design, technically called an equilateral curve heptagon. It's not just a clever piece of engineering. It's a design decision that turned out to be a masterstroke. Why? Because its shape allows it to roll like a round coin in vending machines, even though it's not round. That's innovation meeting practicality in the palm of your hand. First introduced in 1969, this coin came into circulation just before the UK switched to decimal currency in 1971. It replaced the old 10 shilling note, which was starting to feel outdated. When it first appeared, people weren't entirely sure what to make of it. It was big, bold, and unlike any coin seen before. But over time, the 50p won hearts, and not just for its value. One of the coolest things about the 50p coin is its rich tradition of commemorative designs. Unlike most coins that stay the same year after year, the 50p has become a miniature canvas for British history and culture. It has featured events, icons, and characters that define Britain, from battles to books, from scientists to sports heroes. Take, for instance, the 50p coins minted for the 2012 London Olympics. There were 29 different designs, each representing a different Olympic or Paralympic sport. Imagine collecting all of them. Not only would you have a pretty cool set, but you'd also be holding a slice of modern Olympic history. These coins were a massive hit and brought coin collecting into the mainstream. Then there are the beloved Beatrix Potter characters, Peter Rabbit, Jemima Puddle Duck, and the rest. These adorable designs have brought joy to children and nostalgia to adults, turning everyday currency into treasured keepsakes. Some of these coins, especially early mintings, became instant collectibles and were sold online for many times their face value. And it's not just about fictional characters. The 50p has honored real-life figures too. From Roger Bannister's 4-Minute Mile to the Battle of Britain, the coin captures significant British achievements and milestones. Sherlock Holmes, Paddington Bear, and even the legendary Kew Gardens have all graced this humble coin, turning it into a rotating gallery of British heritage. Speaking of the Kew Gardens 50p, this one deserves special attention. Minted in 2009 to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Royal Botanic Gardens, only 210,000 were made. That might sound like a lot, but in coinage terms, it's incredibly low. As a result, this coin has become one of the rarest and most sought-after 50ps ever. Some collectors are willing to pay over £100 just to get their hands on one. Not bad for a coin that originally cost just 50p. Now, you might be wondering, how does a coin become valuable? It's a mix of rarity, demand, and cultural significance. The Kew Gardens 50p ticks all those boxes. Limited mintage? Check. Beautiful and unique design? Check. High demand from collectors? Absolutely. It's the perfect storm that transforms a simple coin into a small fortune. But the magic of the 50p coin isn't just in its financial value. It's in its emotional and cultural worth. For many, collecting 50p coins is a hobby that brings families together. Parents and children scour their pocket change, hunting for that elusive Olympic judo coin or a shiny new edition of Paddington at the station. It's a shared adventure, a small spark of joy in everyday life. The coin also plays a subtle but significant role in British identity. It's more than metal. It's a storyteller. It tells of British innovation, like the coin's revolutionary shape. It honors British icons like Newton and Shakespeare. It even plays a part in modern debates like Brexit, which was commemorated with its own 50p coin in 2020. Let's also talk about the design process behind these coins. The Royal Mint, the official maker of British coins, goes through a rigorous process for every commemorative release. Artists and engravers compete to have their design selected. A design has to be visually appealing, culturally resonant, and technically feasible to mint on a small surface. It's a high honor to have your art immortalized in a nation's currency. Collectors often categorize 50p coins by themes: sports, literature, historical events, animals, and so on. This thematic grouping makes it easier and more fun to collect. Want all the Olympic coins? There's a checklist for that. Beatrix Potter fan? There's a guide just for those. It adds an element of strategy and satisfaction to the hobby. Even people who aren't serious collectors can appreciate the charm of a well-designed 50p. Finding one in your chain can be a small thrill, like discovering a hidden treasure. It sparks curiosity. What's this one for? Is it rare? Should I keep it? So the next time you spot a 50p coin, take a closer look. It's not just currency. It's art, history, culture, and perhaps even a small fortune waiting to be discovered. From Peter Rabbit to the Olympics, from Kew Gardens to Sherlock Holmes, this unassuming coin tells a big story. It connects the past with the present and invites us all to be part of a national treasure hunt. In a world increasingly going cashless, the 50p coin remains a tactile reminder of shared heritage. It's something you can hold, study, and pass down, a symbol of value that goes far beyond its face. So, have a peek in your pocket. Who knows? You might just be holding a tiny piece of history.